Good day and great illuminations to all of you as I share with you another oracle message from the favorite place, along with the trees, the flowers, the earth, the elements, the elementals, the sights and sounds of nature. I was just getting ready to plant some more flower seeds and was inspired to share another growth moment with all of us as we soak in this green heart chakra energy. And breathe in the messages that we received today. And in grace and gratitude and appreciation to all of our spirit guides for being with us today as we receive this message. Happy Hump Day, everybody. I'm Wendy. Thanks for hanging out with me in my backyard, in my little neck of the woods. As today I was inspired because of Wednesday and Hump Day and being outside in nature, I thought of the camel. So I thought, okay, the camels must have some message for us today, because it just popped in my head to say happy Hump Day and to celebrate the camel and the camel message, to see what camel messages are here for us from our spirit, your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides. And the camel says, now look at that beautiful blue background, like the blue sky here. Trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. And that is a very powerful message. Trust that you have everything you need to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Trust that you have all the resources. Anytime we're excited about something and we're driven, we have, like the camel that carries the water, we carry the energy and the frequency of having everything we need to fulfill that excitement. This message is for any of you who right now needed to hear that if you are having doubts that you are on a particular path, and you're having a doubt that you don't have every component, just take the first step and the next step and the next step in the frequency and the excitement of taking that path. And the camel reminds us you will always have all the resources. And that means celestial support. That means all of the support that you need in the physical arena to do the things you need to do. And again, reminding us to ask for what we need and not what we want. Because so very often, as we know, what we need and what we want are often very different. But if the excitement is what you want, and you're excited about what you're doing, what you need will be built in to that excitement. And that means everything. Start with what you have. Start with what you have. Take the first step of taking that excitement in a direction as far as you absolutely can take that component, and know that the rest of the resources will be presented to you in the absolute perfect timing, just like nature, just like flowers, just like everything in the sands of the hourglass of creation. Everything is in absolute perfect timing for us. And even in the silliness of Hump Day, and that came from a commercial. What day is it? It's Hump Day. But even in the joy of laughing, and I still laugh at that commercial, that clip, And it just brings me joy. So I was inspired by the joy of that clip, and to remind us all, well, what is the message today that from the camel is to trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. And what an awesome message is that. So let's see what else let's see what other jumps out, other information jumps out as. Sometimes it feels like you're journeying across a vast, lifeless desert that stretches beyond the horizon with no end in sight. And that could be a metaphor for a lot of things. Traipsing across the seemingly barren landscape before you, your thirst for comfort and solace during these times can most readily be satisfied by looking to your inner resources. And again, we're always reminded by everything around us, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, these messages from our spirit guide animals, that you always will have the answers within you. Even if it's your higher self bringing you to this message, you will always receive the information you need when you need it. Even if it's being brought to you by this version of your higher self in this now moment to bring you this message. All the experiences that you've had in your lifetime, the challenges you successfully faced, and the wealth of knowledge you've accumulated can be called on to not only cope with any type of adversity that presents itself, but to help you move forward with courage and determination. And there's more to that message, but I think for now, I think that really speaks to the essence of the energy. And let's see what other animal spirit guides have a message for us today. And to remind us too that, you know, all of our challenges pass. If we remember what we call as the past is really us creating that scene for us right now in the present. How is that scene, vision helping us? How is it supporting us? And even if it's something that feels unpleasant, it still is showing us something very important that we need to take a look into. And maybe you're really looking to make a complete change in your life, and of which I've done as well. And especially since having a spiritual awakening and awakening more and more to all that I am and the information through that I receive, the more I moved forward in, you know, remaining in that energy and moving into the direction that I had no idea where it was going to take me, and these life-altering changes. Yet absolutely everything we need presented itself in the very perfect timing. Even if it felt like something that wasn't preferred in the moment, turned out to be the best thing that could have ever happened. And to know once again that we all will have exactly what we need when we need it, regardless of how the circumstances may present themselves. The manatee: accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. And that is the funny thing about when we accept the situation as it is and not needing to control it and change it. When we let go and understand that no matter what the circumstance is presenting itself, that if I'm accepting the situation as it is, then I know no matter what, how it's presenting itself is going to help us flow. I'm not sure if I hope you guys can see these. Resistance is the frequency of blocking the things that it blocks our belief systems in knowing that we always will have what we need when we need it, and that if we accept and go with the flow of the current situation and understand that even if it's presenting itself in an unpreferred way, it is for us. And the resistance, the frequency of the resistance, is what blocks all the things that are part of the frequency of the thing that we do desire. Blocks us from even being able to see the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. We can't even see them or experience them when we're in that fighting frequency, that controlling frequency, the needing it to be something, the needing the now to be something else than it is. Anytime we need the now to be something other than it is, we create the frequency of resistance and prolong the lesson, prolong it, instead of saying, okay, what is this showing me? What is this teaching me? If I've taken everything to as far as I can take it, and I am feeling resistance, is it to point me in a new direction, to take a pause, to again reminding ourselves that deciding to not make a decision is making a decision to not make a decision, and to allow the situation to just take a breath and take a pause and ask yourself, how can I accept the situation the way that it is, and showing and knowing that it is something to teach me, whether it's that I'm in alignment or out of alignment. How can accepting the situation the way that it is, and knowing that you're going to have all the resources you need to do the thing that you need to do, when we take a breath and pause, we start to see, we hear, we are more in tune with the synchronicities that will bring us the resources that we need faster. And the polar bear, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, with no attachment to the outcome. And that is one of the keys of the formula of following your highest joy and excitement every moment, whatever that is. Every moment, as far as you can take it, moment by moment, and being an allowance of the situation, with no attachment to what the outcome should be, no insistence of how the circumstance should be, except for being in the vibration, remaining in the vibration of your highest truth. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, without any attachment to the outcome of doing so. And what we often will not speak our truth in a compassionate and respectful manner, because we think that we have to do it angrily or forcefully. But speaking our truth compassionately puts us back in alignment with our true core vibration, and not worrying about what's going to happen if I stand up for myself and speak my truth respectfully and compassionately. No attachment to the outcome, only knowing that if I do so, profound change and self-empowerment and self-love becomes the new vibration, with no attachment to the outcome. Humans are we came here to experience the not knowing what's around the corner, yet we seem to think we need to control, and that the outcome needs to turn out a certain way. But oftentimes the outcome, when we allow, once again, when we don't fight the situation and we know that we have all the resources that we need, the outcome is greater, better, more creative, more imaginative, more soul, what's the word? More soul, fulfilling. When we allow the outcome to become what it needs to be, because it's me, it's my higher self guiding me, guiding you, your higher self guiding you, telling yourself that, and that you will always have what you need. And we're reminded as we sit in nature every day that everything in nature has what it needs in its perfect moment. It's also having an experience. And I wanted to choose a Soulflower card as well. Let's see what messages today from our floral kingdom, and the colors, the vibrations, the soul messages as we become more of the flower of that soul that we are. Lavender. And I just planted some more lavender yesterday. Lavender. So maybe you're also invited to be near lavender, grow lavender, smell lavender. I'm reminded always by every scent of every flower that the frequency that these scents and flowers and the colors take us is speaking to us through the language of our higher self through the flowers. And lavender's message is restoration. Lavender's restorative and purifying energy and aroma calms and uplifts your mind and body, easing feelings of stress and agitation from your earthly distractions. Not maybe. When we smell a certain scent that vibrates in a particular frequency, it takes us to a different place in our brain states in which we become in tune with our inner what's the word I'm looking for? The word escaped me. I'll think of it in a tuning fork. There it is. Our inner tuning fork. Each and every one of these scents and smells takes our brain to a new vibration, a new tuning fork, and helps us tune into other things of that same vibration that we currently cannot access in the vibration that we're in, easing feelings of stress and agitation from your earthly distractions, taking the time to speak with your own spirit, and rejuvenating your soul so that you can truly feel and radiate inner peace and harmony. So each and every one of these energies, ideas, flowers, all of these tools that we're given all around us are truly to always bring us back to that tuning fork, that vibration of inner peace and harmony. Every one of these oracle messages are always about bringing us back into the tuning fork of the inner harmony of when we are in our truest sense of peace in our truest sense of gratitude, in our truest sense of self-love, self-acceptance, self-empowerment. And I'm always excited to bring these messages to you personally to help you open up and become the blooming prismatic flower that not to become it, to realize it, to realize that which you already are, and allow that self-empowerment to take us to experiences that we never could have imagined. As long as we let go of the outcome and know that everything we have, everything we need, we will have exactly when we need it. It is an honor, grace, gratitude, and in harmony, a pleasure to connect with you in any way, in every now moment. Thank you.